Hey, what's happening YouTube? It's Richard, founder of Short-Term Rental University and Airbnb Superhost. And today I'm coming to you live from the beautiful Playa Guiones here in Nosara, Costa Rica, which is a blue zone. From what I understand about a blue zone is there's about 5 or 6 locations in the world that have been studied scientifically and proven for longevity, happiness, and health. And so scientists have actually studied these 6 areas, let's call it 6 areas, I think there's 5 to 7, depends on who you ask. But these areas, to understand why people live longer and happier, healthier lives. What is it about the areas? Is it their diet? Is it the environment? What is actually as a result of it? And from what I understand, the Nicoya Peninsula where we are is one of them, which is fantastic. So I'm drawn here, and it's a great investment thesis, right? There's a very strong likelihood that on a go-forward basis, more people will want to live longer, healthier, happier lives. And as more people discover blue zones, there's a good chance that Nicoya Peninsula here in Costa Rica will be one of the areas they want to visit. So consequently, I want to own as much real estate here and help tell that story and promote it. I have been encouraging people since the start of the channel to do remote hosting, and a lot of you have a self-limiting belief that it's really challenging and how difficult it is. And so this video is to dispel some of those self-limiting beliefs, to encourage you to move outside your comfort zone, start to find remote opportunities, build your business with the right cash engines, and then enjoy this beautiful, spectacular, magnificent scenery, or whatever it is that drives you towards your why. It could be the mountains, it could be the ski area, it could be the urban area, it doesn't really matter. For me, this is it. This is congruent with my why. And so if I didn't host remotely, I'd never be able to experience all of this. So many of you are growing your business through 2 things, 2 principles that have served you well in your current business, which is proximity and convenience. You want to be close to your property just in case something happens. And it's also convenient. You already have the cleaning lady set up, you know the handyman that you'll use, and so on and so forth. And so proximity and convenience are the drivers of your expansion. And while that may well be working, you're introducing a lot of risk into your portfolio that is unnecessary. You're duplicating the same risk. It could be the natural emergency risk. There was just a hurricane in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I don't have all of my eggs in the basket there, even though I absolutely love the opportunity set and love the North Carolina coast and the Outer Banks. But it would be foolish for me to have all of my eggs in that one basket, even if it were close to me and convenient. So by definition, I want to spread that risk and I want to host remotely. And by doing so, I can find other areas rich with opportunity that generate cash engine-like returns to fuel my, financial freedom and help me be self-reliant. And so one of the areas that I'm focused on right now is here in Nosara, Costa Rica. For those of you who don't know, I was born here, and so I'm coming back to the motherland, and I feel really good about that. And you can only imagine how congruent that is with my why, right? Like for me, this is coming home, and it's just spectacular. It doesn't mean that it would have the same importance to you, but try and find places that have that same importance, and then you are onto something that's repeatable and sustainable, has a long runway, because you're unlikely to tire, bore, quit, give up. There's an issue and you just roll over and quit. Once you have that congruency of your why, chances are that you will go through an extended period of time, and that's key in real estate investing. So now the challenges are, okay, well, I'm 3,000 miles away. How do I run my business remotely? And I can just share with you what's happened here in Nosara by way of example. And the very first thing I would say is align yourself with the right people. Get yourself networked and connected and working with the right people that have been here longer than you, that can make introductions to you, that have vetted and trusted professionals in their repertoire, in their network of people. So for me, it started with the broker selection, and I worked with Chico here at Remax. I've filmed a video with him before, and he introduced us to the area, and I'm working with his, the owner of the Remax, Jeffrey. And so we hit it off. Jeffrey and I have a variety of touch points in common. We're both ex-option traders from the East Coast, and we went to similar schools, and we know some of the same firms and institutions. And so our relationship got deeper quicker, and there was a level of trust and a desire to work together. We're like-minded. We see opportunities in the same areas. And so we want to expand our businesses, and we want to partner, and we want to grow together, and we're not adversarial. He's not selling me something and I'm buying something. We really view this as a collaboration and a partnership. And so consequently, all of his Rolodex, all of his resources, all of the years that he spent down here vetting plumbers, electricians, furniture, architects, contractors, handymen, cleaners, all of these things now become mine. And I haven't been here more than, say, a couple of days, but I have a wealth of resources that if I just showed up and tried to do this on my own and put an ad in the classifieds and posted a help wanted in the Facebook group, and like, there's nothing wrong with that, and you should do that. Maybe you should do that at the same time as you're building your network to have multiple options. But for me, this has happened time and time again, whether it's in the Outer Banks or in Crescent View, Colorado, or in Nosara, Costa Rica, and the list goes on. I've shown up in an area, I've found the right people to align myself with, I've worked off of their Rolodex and their network of people through their introductions, and all of a sudden I have an incredible infrastructure in very short order, like the most connected people with the most knowledge of the area that are trusted and hardworking and eager to grow themselves and their business. And so the purpose of this video is to say that you can do it too, but instead of thinking about how challenging and daunting it is, let's just take some preliminary human type approach to this and focus on relationships. And if you focus on relationships and let them open the doors of opportunity, you will take many steps forward far more quickly. And then you have to be a good human, and you have to treat these people with respect and incorporate them into your culture and explain to them what success looks like and reward them for success and all of the things that are important in any industry to be a good employer. You have to lead the organization forward. But the main thing is you have to believe that you can do it. You have to overcome the self-limiting belief. Go ahead and take a trip somewhere. Start to network with different brokers. If one of them resonates more with you, or you feel is more helpful, or is better connected, or is offering you opportunities besides the real estate transaction, above and beyond the real estate transaction. You can buy the real estate from anybody, but what you can't do is create a network, create a culture, create a community, create credibility in this brand new area. These introductions are incredibly meaningful and can jumpstart your business and also run them while you're 3,000 miles away. To get to the right people, the people with the most influence, the most knowledge, the most respect, they have a network of people that they'd like to share with you, and doing so really enables you to jumpstart your business with confidence, with conviction, with clarity of purpose, and the likelihood of success is that much greater when you have the right team on the ground. So it all comes down to out of your comfort zone, eliminate those self-limiting beliefs. 2, working with the right team of people, the right network of people. And 3, establishing incredible relationships with that team and the people that they introduce you to so that you can grow your business successfully. In the comments below, I would love to hear who is remote hosting and where. So comment below. I've got one property in Grand Cayman. I've got one property in Alaska. I've got one property in Hawaii. Comment below. And 2, for those of you that are not remote hosting yet, why? What are your self-limiting beliefs? Comment below so that we can help you overcome that, and come join us in the Facebook group where we have many hosts of remote hosts. So if you're interested in this, you can learn a lot from them. And finally, if you're really interested, come to Miami November 2nd and 3rd, where I teach you how to identify remote properties with tremendous opportunities to diversify your portfolio, give you financial freedom, and allow you to achieve your why. Miami, November 2nd and 3rd, STRU Live. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe.